Tyler Perry is back with a brand new Madea sequel that is hitting Netflix this weekend, and the biggest question that has to be on all of our minds is, why are we making another Madea movie? Let's get to the review. Welcome back, film fans. This is Brad from Let's Be Real Brad, and today on the channel, I want to talk to you guys about the brand new comedy movie that is hitting Netflix this weekend, and that is A Madea Homecoming. A Madea Homecoming is produced, written, and directed by Tyler Perry, and it stars Tyler Perry in the lead role. The plot follows Madea's great-grandson's college party and all the craziness that ensues during it. So I'm gonna be real with you guys, I haven't seen any of the Madea movies besides the two Boo movies that came out a few years ago, so my knowledge and lore of the Madea movies and what exactly they're going for and what to expect is rather low. But I was a little bit more optimistic and hopeful for this new Madea movie because I have heard those two Boo movies were definitely not one of the best ones in the franchise. I thought that this movie could be a little bit better, and after watching it for an early advance screening the other night, I have to say that this movie is very bad. If you're a fan of Tyler Perry's movies, especially the Madea ones, and you enjoy the type of humor he has in his movies, especially this one, then I'm glad you do. Most of the jokes have a very predictable punchline to it that you know is coming, and it just doesn't work for me. There are a few moments in the movie where I did chuckle because Madea can sometimes be very funny in this movie. I know it sounds like I'm being super analytical and nitpicky with this Tyler Perry Madea comedy movie, but when this movie is just not making me laugh, I have to figure out why this movie isn't giving me the laughs that I want. With the humor being so bad has to be due to the awful screenplay, as this movie is just so boring and uninteresting to watch, as I felt like the story was so hollow and empty, as I felt like there was nothing going on in this movie. I found all the dialogue in this movie to be so weak and silly and stupid, as I found all the conversations between the characters just so meaningless, especially when we get to the more serious and dramatic moments, which so much of the dialogue just spills everything to the audience, even though we know exactly what is going on. I found all the twists and turns in this movie to be so ridiculous and so stupid that it just came off as a Lifetime movie. I wasn't attached to any of the characters or what was even going on, that this movie became so laughably bad towards the third act of the movie. Speaking of laughably bad, the performances in this movie are so awful. I'll give it to Tyler Perry for doing his best as Madea, as he owns this character. He knows exactly what makes her so funny to audiences, and he does his best once again as Madea. But I felt that the other characters in this movie were just so bad, especially the younger actors in this movie, like the grandson and his friend, and that whole family right there is so bad at acting that I was laughing so damn hard, especially the more emotional moments where they're trying to be serious, but it just comes across as so fake and so unbelievable that it just took me right out of this movie. And the last negative I have with this movie has got to be the low production value. If you are making a feature film, you need to feel like a movie instead of a play, and this movie just feels like a play way too many times in this movie, especially the horrible, horrific PowerPoint transitions in this movie that were so laughably bad. I also found the cinematography, the lighting, and the editing to be very poor in this movie, as it just looks like a very bland, generic movie, offering nothing to the look of this film, especially the way this movie is shot, which is shot in a very boring, uninteresting, cut to one character, cut to another character, back and forth type of sitcom way that was just so annoying to me. Surprisingly, I have one major positive I can give this movie, and that is the social commentary and the themes that Tyler Perry tries to put into this film. While the social commentary and the themes of this movie are not subtle in the slightest, I do have to appreciate Tyler Perry for trying to put these themes into this movie for its audience, and just to show that even if you do have a funny, hilarious, easygoing movie, we should still be able to have some themes about the real world that are important to talk about. Last positive positive I can give this movie is Madea herself, as I do think she can be funny at times, even though I found her mostly annoying and didn't really have anything to do in this movie, as it felt like this movie focused on the other characters except Madea, which was kind of a letdown because I do think that she is the strongest character. And this is a movie where I feel like there's going to be an audience for this movie that's going to enjoy it, and that's why I can't think this is one of the worst movies of the year or just a complete catastrophe. Overall, guys, A Madea Homecoming is exactly what you expect for a Madea film, and if you like these type of movies, then you're probably going to enjoy this movie. But as for me, I found all the jokes to fall flat on its face, completely uninteresting, with an over-the-top story, bad performances, and just a very forgettable film. I'm giving A Madea Homecoming a 3 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for checking out this review, as I want to know below in the comments section, what is your ranking of all the Madea films? If you've seen them, I can't wait to hear about those. Before you guys check out this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a like if you want to, and ring that notification bell so I can see you all in the following video.